Hello again, 1/64 scale customizers. We have another set of license plates by these Alexen models. You can just search the internet for Alexen license plates, you'll find them. This is series number XK006, and what it is plates from Hong Kong, Macau, and I assume ML means mainland China. But it's a little bit confusing. First, you have this little sticky tack to put it on vehicles, but I don't really like the green color, so I use a gray one instead. Some sort of polishing cloth. Maybe used to wipe down the car before you use the sticky tack. That's the only thing I can assume. I have two other videos on these if you want to search the channel. And so this time I decided to actually research plates from these areas. So the first one here is Hong Kong, and it makes sense here. There are these bars, and they're black on white or black on yellow. So essentially, these are the Hong Kong plates. But if you have these Chinese characters before and after, those are cross-border plates. So if you're going to drive into, mainland China or vice versa or something like that, that's what those are for. After this, it gets a little confusing. Over here we have plates of Macau. So let me focus on this. In Wikipedia, could be all wrong, of course, but it always says they always start with MA or M, but they make no mention of MU, which is what I see on these plates. There is no, MU, MK, MG. So maybe nowadays these are the Macau plates? I don't know. But here on Wikipedia it does say, again, the cross-border plates have the Chinese characters before and after. So a little lost in which plates are Macau. And then the last one is even more, less helpful. This is mainland Chinese plates. Light passenger vehicles are white on light green, and then heavy vehicles are black on yellow. Foreign owned vehicles would be white on black. So, but none of these images here look like the images on this thing, right? Those are the images. So only the cross-border plates look like anything offered up by Alexen. Alright, so that's the best I could do. I'm not a license plate expert, and so I'm just going to put them on. For me, I'm just going to pretend that all these other ones that I don't recognize from Wikipedia are just old school European plates. That's what they look like to me. Alright, so it works for me. Alright, so typical fashion, that's photo etched metal, and then they print it on them, and there's a little piece of metal holding them on. With the more rectangular ones, they're obviously a lot easier to get out because you have more leverage, which I shall show you in a second. Well, you don't really, I'm trying to get the pick in there, but maybe you don't even need to. In the past, I've just folded this thing like this, and I find if you fold it 3 times, the metal will fatigue and it'll fall off. But it's a pain getting your fingernail in there. So the pick does help, or something really thin. 3 full revolutions. Come on, there we go. Well, it broke off now. So you see there? So looking at this, I'm looking for duplicates. So in the case here, these two are duplicates. Just different backgrounds or something. Same here, duplicates. Same here, duplicates. So they're duplicated vertically. Yeah, same here. So I guess that's good. And then I don't see any weird patterns or anything saying Jimbo or Bobby or something like that. The closest one I see is 1985. Right. But otherwise everything just looks like a random number. So I guess that's good. No vanity plate kind of thing. Alright, so I got a bunch of Kyoshos mostly, but also a bunch of these cartoon cars that are resins that I feel it could use some plates as well. So I'll just do this, show you how to mount these in case you don't want to watch the other videos on these. So this is Uhu Potafix Pro, which is a gray color, which I enjoy much more than lime green. So I just take a tiny dab as you see here, and let's try with this Audi here. You can put it on the plate itself or put it on the car. I think after doing this so many times, I've come to rather just put it on the car first, and then I take a toothpick and just flatten that out a little bit. Okay. But you know, this is the wrong license plate because this one's too tall to fit this area. Well, let me find a different one that'll take a, well, this one can take any kind, so let me get another piece. Alright, a little dab there. Upside down. Okay. The reason why this poster party is so good is it doesn't stain paint from my experience. It doesn't strip paint. It never hardens, so it will always be easy to remove or reposition. I think it's like a plastic putty. Anyway, so there you go. And that's fine. If a little bit is sticking out, I think there's a tiny bit sticking out at the top there. So hold on. I'm going to take a little bit of extra putty. And assuming I have enough holding it onto the vehicle, I should be able to just dab it right there. You see, it's going to pull out the extra. Yeah, you can see it pulling the extra out. There, now that isn't sticking out anymore. So that's a nice little thing there. Alright, so there's that one. So you get the drift. And if you want to pause, you can count how many there are. I'm too lazy to figure that out right now. So let me go put some plates on all these other vehicles, and we'll see them spinning around. Alright, so here they are on a few of the Q cars. I guess this is more of a show and tell now, because it's pretty simple to explain how to mount a license plate, but you might be wondering who made these. So this is made by Little Egg, and that's Ferrari 250 GTO. This is made by Fuel Me, the first gen Miata, or MX-5. And then this is made by YM Model, but also known as RQ, and that's a RX-7 with those RE Amamiya body kits on it. This is also by RQ/YM Model, and that's an AMG GT3. I've reviewed all these in separate videos if you want to track them down. Okay, so if you don't like the cute cars, let me show you some more realistic ones. Okay, so here are the more realistic ones. I'm sorry, I can't make it spin any slower than this. And it's not a smooth spinner either. It's the best one I have though. Alright, well, most of it by Kyosho. This Audi A3 is a Kyosho. This Alpha 1750 is Kyosho. This 275 GTV Ferrari, Kyosho. A Daytona Ferrari, Kyosho. 348, Kyosho. But this Honda N360 is made by Konami, like the video game company, I think. This Kyosho is a Jag XKR. This Kyosho is a Lamborghini Hota. And the last Kyosho is a Lotus Esprit. And then this last one is by Aoshima. It's one of those Grachan cars, but it's a Toyota Soarer, in case you want to look these things up. Alright, well anyways, it's, yeah, I like this plate set probably the most. Because form factor wise, you have the US size plates up top. You have the European plate size here. US size, European. But this is a third size. It's a little bit smaller than the European sizes, so it can fit some of these tighter areas a little bit better. I have a lot of models that won't fit these US plates because the design of the actual model is too small. Like this one's kind of hanging off a little bit onto the bumper. I have seen some US actual plates now on AliExpress. It's just that they're really expensive, so someday I'll get some US ones, but I don't think they're made by Alexen Model. So I think it'd be great if Alexen Model actually made some US plates, but like a lot of them. I mean, if they're 50 states, it'd be cool if there was 50 plates, but anyways. So, I guess I'll just see you in the next license plate video whenever that comes. Thanks for watching today. Bye.